Look, I'm a little bit zoomed in, but to be honest, if you come up here and have a look at this yourself, that is pretty close to what your eye is seeing here in Clifton Hills. G'day, it's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and we are about to have a look through number 7 Sunset Terrace in Kelmscott. This is exciting. We've got ourselves a modern and big 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home at the foot of the Banyowla Regional Park. You say at the foot, Mark Grogan? What do you mean by the foot? Well, if a mountain has a head, I don't know if it does. It has a foot. We always say the foothills. This is like Banyowla Regional Park right here, next door. And this is where the house is. That Banyowla Regional Park goes all the way, pretty much from here in Kelmscott, all the way through to Roleystone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to live. And this is what the home is when you live here. You've got this fantastic outlook. I'm going to show you what we've got over that way. You're kind of looking out towards the coast. There's all sorts to see from here. Grab yourself a telescope. That's a bit of an 8x zoom, right? But that's actually probably more in line with how you're seeing it with your actual eyes, because the 1x zoom on a camera, I don't know how this all works, but I'm telling you right now, that's pretty much what it looks like when I look over the top of my camera and see what I can see. It's about the same size. Anyway, that is the view. Let's go and have a look at the house. We're going to go room by room and see what's going on up here in this spectacular place. It is a very comfortable 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick crash course so you can see what's going on. Firstly, you can see straight away, nice modern home. To the right, we have the main bedroom. To the left, we have the theatre room. From that theatre room, look at this. You've got a view from here. This is a nice place to live, folks. This is a very nice place to live. We'll see all of that, of course, in more detail as we go. I don't know how long this is going to take. It could take a while. There's a fair bit to see. And through the main living space, we also have... So that's sitting area, you've got this living area over here, great meals area. It's a very hangoutable place. It is a very, very nice place to be. We have the kitchen. Great space there. Garage, shopper's entrance through there. I'm just giving you like the crash course so you can correlate it with the floor plan that you may or may not have already seen at markgrogan.com.au. If you haven't, jump on, have a look. All the secondary bedrooms are down here. We've got 1. We've got 2, we've got 3. Okay, that might be enough for you. You might go, yep, that's what I need to see. Thanks very much. I'm jumping on markgrogan.com.au, hitting the email agent button and setting up a time to come and see this place for myself. Or you might go, no, I definitely need a lot more detail. If you need a lot more detail, well, buckle up because I'm going to give it to you. So we have seen that living space very quickly. Let's go slow. Let's go slow and talk in detail. Now, this is kind of the everyday hangout area. It's an immaculately clean and neat and tidy home. Now, I don't know your style. This is a little decorative. I'm going to use that word because there's quite a few, I guess, shelves with trinkets. Now, I'm the son of a trinket keeper, and I can tell you we got them, well, not in my house, because I'm married to I guess you would say a trinket rejector. But my mum is a trinket collector. So I got no problems with trinket collectors. Lots of trinkets, that kind of takes up some of what you're seeing. But I'm going to focus away from that and just look right at what we've got. We've got good space. You can configure it a whole bunch of different ways. You've got this beautiful gas fire that I've been pointing the camera at but not mentioning because I was talking trinkets. This is just the kind of journey it's going to be, folks. That is the gas fireplace. So it keeps this whole area and kind of this whole home, really, just with that nice warmth that is good in winter. It doesn't have to be hot. It doesn't have to be heavy air. It just needs to be warm. And it's kind of got that nice radiant heat that goes through because you've got the tiles and all of that. Anyway, that's me talking about that. We focused on that. This is what life's all about. We talk about the warmth from the gas fire. What about the warmth of people just being together? You know, like that fellowship, for lack of a better word, of, you know, the family all coming together as one. Well, this is the space to do it. That right there is an 8-seater dining table. You would comfortably fit a 10 or a 12 in here, I reckon. You could go a couple of seats longer, a couple of seats wider. You've got all sorts of room to work with. You can check the dimensions if you want to question that at markgrogan.com.au, where we have that floor plan that I've mentioned a couple of times and probably will again. This is kind of where it happens for the big gatherings, which also happen outside. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But this is your kitchen with the breakfast bar, because not every day is about the fellowship and the warmth and the family coming together. Sometimes it's just about a quick snack and getting the heck out of the door in the morning, and that's how that's been designed. So this is how it goes on. I mean, check this out, right? You've got all that bench space along there, great workspace, really, really nicely done. You've got the plantation shutters on the kitchen as well, and loads of space to get it all happening. Stone tops all the way around there. The induction cooktop, the 2 ovens. Yeah, man, you get yourself a cake and a roast going at the same time. It's desserts, it's savory, it's all going on. It's all going on. We've got the Miele dishwasher and a very good size fridge recess as well, with the 2-door fridge there. Well, 4 doors technically, 2 doors wide, 4 doors total. It's a fridge, it'll be going, but that's the facts. The pantry. Now, you can't entertain a big old crowd unless you've got the space to do it, and we have that. Do we have the space in the cupboard to keep all those things on hand? Yeah, we do. This is the pantry, where your microwave can be tucked away, because I don't know about you, I've never seen a microwave that I would class as decorative. So you can stuck it in the cupboard and stick it in the cupboard, stuff it in the cupboard, put it in the cupboard, leave it there, it does its thing. There's power in the cupboard. And also great, you know, if you've got your phones and chargers and things like that. So that is your very big pantry. And we also have shoppers access through there. Should we see it now? I think we should. Even though we've got more living areas to see, we're here. So I'll show you, even though it kind of fits into the later bit where we talk about the outside. This is your double garage. And how's this, right? I like this idea for a day. You are about to hit the road, or you've just come home. You get out of your car. We'll talk about what it's like when you just come home. It's the end of the day when I'm making this video. You come up your driveway. In your cul-de-sac street, by the way, you've got this beautiful cul-de-sac street. You're making your way through the hills. You're kind of just chilling a little bit as you get here. It's a very relaxing place to come to. Then you come up the drive and into your double garage. As you get out of your car in your double garage, you turn around, and there's the whole wide world. Look at it out there. You can see everything. But guess what? That whole wide world, not your problem anymore, because you live at 7 Sunset Terrace, and that's all somebody else's problem. You are home. You are with your people in your place. I mean, I might be romanticizing it just a bit, but guess what? I've lived in these here hills, and that is what it's like when you come home. It is a pretty cool kind of vibe. Now, we have been through here. There's a gas fireplace. Did I mention it before, or did I show it to you? If not, there it is. And we're going to go this way. Back into the theatre room. Nice space. Just a nice place to be. Good space for large furniture styles across there. You could configure this a few different ways. We've got power over on this side. We've got power over on this side. It's a good part of the house. It's a good part of the house indeed. And you can watch whatever's on that TV. But you know what? When you're sitting here, you could be watching a most spectacular sunset. I can see right now that there is rain coming. Check that out. I don't know if you can see this. See if it shows up this way. So there's some rain out there, but can you see how the sun is just like cutting through the cloud? It is just brilliant. And that's just what happens on a random Monday. It's always pretty out there. You just got to take the time to stop and have a look. All right, so big double door entry that I didn't mention before, but probably should now. That's a nice wide entrance. That is a good couple of meters wide. And the main bedroom. Wow. That's a nice main bedroom. I feel like the talky real estate agent that's taken you on the tour so far should just be quiet, because this is a sacred space. Quiet. Keep it down, man. Potentially stop looking at the view. I think you guys have got the message. Check it out. Pretty cool. Okay, so main bedroom, ensuite bathroom, massive shower. Really, really good having space like that. And the double vanity the separate toilet. So that's real good. And we've got, I knew it was happening. There it is. Nice lighting above the vanity as well. So you can be as vain as you like. Make sure you're looking so good before you head out the door. And obviously, you know, you'll do the outfit check because you got dressed in your beautiful big walk-in wardrobe. Plenty of storage across here, 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 here. Really well utilized space. And good space within this little section too for dresses and all that kind of thing. Same space across there. That's good. Very, very nice. I mean, I probably could have been quieter, but you could also have put this on mute by now. I don't really know. This is the secondary bedrooms down this section of the house. Before we go there though, this isn't a bedroom, this is a linen cupboard. I mean, I've sold some houses around over the years where probably not much smaller than that for a bedroom. It's a good size linen cupboard. Again, check it on that floor plan that's available online if you want to see dimensions, but good space. And this is bedroom number 2. So currently configured and set up as a study, but it has the built-in wardrobes. Really nice carpets through here as well. Nice and soft underfoot. And we have bedroom number 3. So that's a queen size bed that's in here, still with plenty of room to move around. Furniture at the end, good sized bedside tables on the side, and still plenty of room to move. Nice big mirrored doors on the wardrobes as well. So that's really great. And one thing I forgot to mention before is there's reverse cycle ducted air conditioning through the whole home. And that is a real bonus with a place like this too. We talked about the warmth, but occasionally, sometimes you've got to talk about the cool. And this place is very climate controllable. So bedroom number 4, again with the built-in wardrobes and all of that just looking so good. All right, now, practicalities once again. We've got to get back to the practical stuff. That is the laundry. So bench storage right across there. Room for the top loader or the stacker, as we see right now, because there's the stacker with the washing machine and dryer stacked. But, you know, you've got room to do what you want to do with that. So that's what's happening here. And there's a door, sliding door, out to the side of the house, clothesline, all that kind of jazz. And that's what's happening in the laundry. Now, the bathroom. Here's a light I should have turned on earlier. And we have the shower with a shelf handy, you know, like you don't need a shower caddy if you've got that. Shower caddies, I have one because my bathroom and my house are not as new and modern as this one, but it's on the list of things to change at some point. And that is a lot easier than the flaming caddy. I say that because I dropped a full bottle of shampoo on my foot, okay, fairly recently, within the last week, because it fell out of the stupid shower caddy. I mean, I know you don't need all the stories of my life, but that was really, really annoying. This is not an annoying bathroom. It's quite lovely. And we have the big mirror that I've been looking at while I told you the story about my shampoo bottle and my foot. Now, speaking of, well, I don't think this was speaking of shampoo at all. Speaking of poo, maybe. I don't really need to say it, but I had to. Okay, this is the toilet. So really practical sort of setup here because you've got the wash basin. It's quite the powder room, really. We have the toilet, and that's just a nice size space. Welcome for guests. That means that they don't have to go into your bathroom. If they've come, used your bathroom and need to wash their hands, they can do all of that in here. Very practical. Also really practical if you've got a family that's busy. I've got 5 kids in my house, would you believe it? I don't even believe it myself. It's true, but yeah, it's just a lot of humans. And so having that with the sink so that then there's somebody else in here and there's not somebody waiting for the person that's in there. I need to wash my hands. Use the laundry. There's somebody in there. You know, it's just practical. It's nice. It's nice. It works very, very well. Okay, let's go and have a look out here. Oh, now it gets even better. Here we go, folks. This is the alfresco area, fully enclosed with the drop-down cafe blinds, which is just brilliant. So this becomes like a year-round kind of space. You can drop those blinds down in the middle of summer, keep those stinking flies out, keep some of that stinking heat out, and it's very much part of the inside outdoor kind of living vibe that goes in, because you've got these big sliding stack of doors that stack up like this. Gosh, I've chewed up a lot of your time, haven't I? It's nearly 16 minutes in now. You could have just come and seen it in person. But hey, the video gives you a good idea. Look at that, look at that. Look at those big open doors. You're having a party here. You've got people out here. You've got people in there. You've got people milling about in there. You can cater for them because you've got 2 ovens and you've got all that space. And then you've got people kind of hanging around here. It's a very hangoutable place. I think I said that before, but it is. It's the kind of place you want to be. You've got people kind of milling about over here. The side of the house is never like a place where people go, oh, I love it down the side. I actually really love it down the side here. You've got this green wall that has been created along here with, I don't know what that's called. The classless part of me wants to call it the dribbly lion. But it's got a dribbly lion, which is brilliant. So much more relaxing than listening to Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate commentate everything he sees at a house. That doesn't happen once you move in. Once you move in, I'm not telling you anymore. You're just experiencing it, living it, loving it for yourself. That is a wind out awning, so you've got, again, more usable space out here. Now, that's a cool place to sit, but don't worry about that, because it gets better than that. Don't worry. You stick with me here. Okay, so practical things. Firstly, hot water system and air conditioning unit down in this little section here. The retaining walls here are like awesome. And I know that sounds like a strange thing to get excited about, but I love retaining walls. I think it's so nice when you see a Hills property, because there are some out there where you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? That's unusable space. I mean, I might have a big block, over 800 square meters of land. I can't use it. Guess what? With this you can. And it's super low maintenance because there is artificial lawn down here. There's actual real plants, but they're easy to look after as well. And more retaining, because obviously it's not a flat block, it's a relatively steep block. You can't go up the hill and expect to have an amazing view without having a block that's kind of a little bit steep. So you've got this cool curved retaining wall across the front that is looking amazing. Again, like you don't need to weed this really, like a little bit of the occasional weed spray or whatever. There's actually weed mat underneath it. So that doesn't really need much. And then you've got these garden areas here, which are really pretty. And then you go up the top. Stick with me for this. By the way, if you're into regional parks and all that kind of stuff, I showed you Banyowla Regional Park just a tiny bit before. You can put a gate in there if you wanted to and walk straight out to it. If you've got a dog, the best walks through there. We go up there quite regularly, and it is a beautiful place to wander. There's like this pipeline trail up there, and look at that. It's almost like the sun is shining directly here on this property, telling you this is the place that you are supposed to be. What a view from up the top of your block. I mean, you can come up here, you can go wherever, like you can sort of work around the seasons. You go, it's hot. I'm gonna go and sit in the alfresco. Or the sun is behind me, so I'm gonna go and sit out the front, look at the view from there. Or the sun's in my face, I'm gonna go up the top and I'm gonna sit there. Like you've got options, and you've got incredible city views from here. That's really good. If you don't think that's for real, come up here and see it for real with Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate. It's a beautiful spot. Clifton Hills, if you haven't been up here before, has one of the most highly sought after primary schools in the district. It's got great coffee. It's got the bus stop not far from here. Like, it's such a livable place, but no one's ever heard of it. It's in Kelmscott. It's between Kelmscott and Roleystone up here. It's an area that's been around for a long time. In fact, I can tell you how long it's been around because I was born at that house right there. That green and cream roller shutter there, guess who used to sleep in there? Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate back in 1985. Yep, that was where I lived. So I am pretty familiar with these here hills. And I got to tell you, I've been to a lot of places, in a lot of places, and I don't know. I still call Clifton Hills home. It's a really nice place to be. I'm not even just stretching that whole thing to make it, you know, more real estate agency for you. It's just a nice place to be. If you haven't been here before, come up and see this house and then just go for a drive around. Go and check it out. Take your dog for a walk through Banyowla Regional Park. Take yourself for a walk through the Banyowla Regional Park. You are going to like what's on offer. Hopefully 20 minutes in, my goodness, thank you for sticking around if you're still there. You have seen everything that you need to see to say that this is the place you want to be. It's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate. As I've mentioned several times, this is 7 Sunset Terrace in Kelmscott. I look forward to showing you around.